Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're back with the Colonize, yet another episode. We may be wrapping it up after this episode because of the fact that yeah, it's been it's been kind of a struggle, I must say. So the game had it right in its description saying that it's gonna be tough. The tough part, I guess, is just the waiting. I mean, you can kind of take it easy. You can build things. You can just kind of let things develop. And honestly, it is very doable. It's just a matter of time, as they say. So it's pretty chill like that. The church has been completed in the meantime. So we need a priest. Now, unfortunately, we don't know who that be. Now, he's Jack. Jack is a woodcutter. So maybe, Jack is 62, but let's just see. So let's get the oldest person in the village to do this. That is Jack. Oh, Jack is no more. So let's get Henry. Henry is a warehouse guy. Yeah. Okay, so let's go pick church Henry. Okay, so now he's the priest of the village. He's married, so I guess, not the best example, but look, we want people to be happy. We want people to do what they need to do. Now, there is an old couple still here. There is a young guy and a young female. Perfect. They already have a female. Yeah, they already have a child. Another young couple here and another young couple here. Okay, so that's working out quite well. So we're just waiting for this couple to... Yeah, so that's our priest. I mean, look. I hope he's gonna do God's work and... yeah, Byers was born. Okay. So this is this family, basically, right? They're not very intelligent, as you can see. They can only go to 77. It's capped for that family. I guess let's look at this, right? Oh, this is even worse. So this Byers family. Okay, so are these... Oh yeah, so these are two Byers family. And this is another... Okay, so the family just turning into one Byers thing. Dallas Byers Club. What's going on here? I mean... Yeah, okay. I guess we were only able to reproduce two families, yeah. Because look, the Tillys are, once she goes, she goes. Yeah, so it'll be just Winslow and Byers. So there's literally not a way to preserve the name anymore. Unless the game has a mechanism whereby... So now we're kind of... So this is not good, right? Because... I wonder if there is this kind of inbreeding system, whereby, let's say, if we're just, having the same genes that, let's say, intelligence, you know the way, you know what I'm talking about, right? So I hope this is not the case because, it'll be tough. It'll be tough. People will be very, it'll take time for things to happen, and I guess. It'll just go downhill from there. So I guess, yeah, look, I mean, Henry is now dead. So that's out the window. Yeah, so we just lost our priest. Now we're up to 19 people, but a lot of them are children, right? I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. So, that's quite a lot. Yeah, so we've only 2 people. Let's get Julia. Julia had 5 children, though. But none of them are Hodges. She might have been married to... Yeah, she might have been married to, like, like a... whatever. But yeah, no, that's in... I mean, what's going on here? So, Maurice Byers... had married Clara Byers. Yeah, what did we do? What? Yeah, I mean, look, like, none of them. This is just... this is incest. The game, the game promotes. Oh, this is too funny. I mean, that's why they're not intelligent. Look, I mean, Julia Hodge, right? She was intelligent. She was like 90, right? Look at Edward. Edward can only go to 72. Now his children, let's just assume, you know, Didgery is his, yeah, whatever, 50. I mean, it just goes downhill from here. John? Yeah, John not bad. Okay, so he's lucky. She was lucky too, yeah, but... Yeah, okay. Okay, so some of them are lucky, but yeah, look, another John is 60, so they're just not that intelligent, I guess. Okay, okay, this person is quite okay. 94. But yeah, okay, there's 20 people, things are happening, but we do need them to go to church. So let's have, where is she? There she is. Julia is going to go to do church service for us. Now, Julia, do not disappoint. Because we kind of need your house, because there is another female. Oh no, that's Elma. Okay, so there's no other female available. So the next female... Next female is 2. So that's gonna be ages. Okay, yeah, so Isaac is now... He's got already 4 children. Yeah, so they are added, right? But, yeah, okay. So I guess the house will be free soon. Edward needs more food. Edward, you stop this whinging and go to the... Ah, there's no one at the inn. Right. So what's happening here? What we'll do is we'll get Clara to go do the inn for us. Right, because yeah, you can see how many people are hungry. They didn't make it. I mean, we may need to do this. Just for the time being. Yeah. And then once they're, you know, once they get their food and whatever, they'll be fine, because... So we'll just have her working overtime just for one day. Which is absolutely fine. Didgery now needs more food. Yeah, you come and get it. But he's working till 5. Okay, she's closed now, but she's opening again. There she is. She's open, so he can get his food. Okay, so now he's happy. So what we're gonna do is to reduce the working day for her. So yeah, we'll just return the time to what it used to be. Perfect, okay. So that worked out well. Now this girl is still here. Yeah. It's just a shame that they're all called the same thing, but look, it is what it is. You know, the Winslows, yeah, the Winslows. I mean, once he, let's say, gets married, one of the Winslow, because there is just so many of them, you know, that's basically what will happen. The names are very repetitive. Yeah, so Donna is the next female available, but she's only 3, so that's gonna be a long time by the time she's ready. That's like 5 episodes away, I guess. But yeah, that's fine. Okay, so so literally over winter, we rely on what we've gathered, you know, which, that's fine, that's like in real life. But other than that, it's just Hunter can work, you know, every season, which is again the way it is. But the fish, I don't agree with. You know, 100%. Because you can definitely fish over winter. But anyway, we're in January. We are looking at 13 degrees Celsius, which I believe it's like what, 0 or something like that. Anyway, of Fahrenheit. Has she died? Yes, she has. Okay, so Julia has died, but because there is no female available, no one is taking the space. Which is fine. Yeah, I guess it makes sense. It would be difficult if... Yeah, it would be actually quite difficult for us, you know, if... Because, look, there's just 10 children here, I think. Yeah, 11 children. So, I mean, we haven't got that much space. I mean, this is just, what, 12. And we're already 4 places taken, so we've only 10. These move out, so yeah, so we won't have that much space. But I guess, you know, people will die off by the time the other ones, so it's kind of like a cycle, obviously, but yeah, okay. Oh, I see, okay, so can we move this? Oh, I can. Oh, yes, I see. Okay, that makes sense. So let's do little cemetery here by the... we cannot... Okay, yeah. So that's Henry. I guess... Oh yeah, they kind of died all over. That's what the moving thing is about. Okay. There's another one. So we can make a little graveyard. It's difficult to tell. There's another one. Isaac. Oh, there's another one. Jack. Do I like this? I mean, it's very fiddly. You know, I wish there was a proper burial ground. Oh, Ped is here. But I guess I know what we'll do, and I'll show you in just a moment. It's just a matter of finding all those graves. There's another one for Emma. They're kind of on the street and things. And also, I must say there's not a way to rotate them. At all, so however the game has placed them, that's what it is. Is that pretty much it? I mean, I believe so, that there doesn't seem to be... anything else, as far as I can tell. Oh yeah, there is. Samuel. I'm kind of consciously doing it in an angle. It's not the most difficult to see them. It's just because they're placed so randomly, you know, wherever they stood. I guess we are getting notification. I just did not realize, because I didn't know what it meant by moving, and I didn't think that it was working in any regard. So I thought that it was just you know, I don't know, a bug, or maybe not feature that was developed or whatever. Yeah, still no one here. Yeah, I feel like that's it. These are just part of the whatever building. Yeah, okay. So this is our little graveyard. They all look the same. Obviously they're for different people. I just feel like that there were more. Yeah, there were. So let's come here. We can basically make a little graveyard for them. Oh, I just realized. Oh, I see. Okay. Look, it is what it is. It's gonna be that way. Feels like it snaps, but it doesn't. That makes sense. Yeah, it does snap a bit. The snapping is kind of very gentle, but it does snap. Okay, and what we're gonna do is to have like a little thingy. Now we've 30 gold, so we kind of want to be careful. But it just makes sense, I think. Now let's have a few of these. Right. So that's one, that's two, and yeah. We could have moved it or whatever, but that's fine. And then let's have a couple of these. I can't seem to be able to place this. It's not like people will come here anyway, but yeah, that's what it is anyway. So that's our little graveyard. You know, it kind of, very honestly, this looks awful. So let's just quickly rearrange it. Ah, that's more asymmetrical, right? There you go. That's a little cemetery of people that had died. Time is 2 a.m. Things are happening, things are being delivered. There is a guy, Didgery is very vigilant. I can't. Buyers is born, right? Doesn't tell us where. They're all buyers. I wonder. Yeah, no, there's no female still. I'm always clicking at the wrong thing for whatever reason. So she is now 6. Yeah, so it's gonna take a while. But yeah, so it's too disproportionate. So you really want to be careful with that. Because there's just gonna be a lot of single men, a lot of single men in need. But speaking of which, we haven't built anything in a very long time, so let's just check out all the buildings. So what I'm thinking of building is the mill. The mill seems to be quite a building, to what it seems. I mean, yeah, this wouldn't be a good place. And we don't know if this reduces, but it seems, to me, it seems that it does. So perhaps let's have it here. Yeah, let's just have it here. You know, we kind of clear this area quite nicely. The radius is quite big. Yeah, happiness -5, so let's just build it here. Okay, so we need 25 stones and 20 wood. Wood, when it comes to it, seems to be lacking. So for quarry. Okay, in certain places it says. Right. Is it like here? I mean, you would think. Or these are woods. I mean, we can build it anywhere. I guess they just go and do. Same as fish, you know, build it anywhere and they go and do it. So this must be water. So it's very hard to tell. Indeed. Perhaps, I mean, you know, it wouldn't hurt if we build it here. Because it's close to the mountain anyway. And it only needs planks and woods. Yeah, and wood. Just won't let me build it. There. Okay. So we're gonna prioritize this. The happiness is -25, so we don't... You know, I don't know if you saw the radius. It's a shame that it doesn't show the radius anymore, but you saw that it was... I think it was just literally almost around the house. This guy's now 31. 31, and then let's look at how our females are doing. 7. Yeah, so he'll be... So she needs another... Yeah, so he'll be 41 by the time she's at in age. So Plymouth is thriving to a degree, I guess. You know. We've been... Ah, the wheat hasn't even produced yet. Oh, I just realized. Because we had barley. I didn't realize the barley, because I think when, you know, when I thought of barley, I thought, yeah, you know, I just thought of general, you know, whatever it's called, that kind of a produce. Grain, basically, that's what I meant. You know, where you can produce anything out of. Because you can make things out of barley, can't you? Like, isn't barley used for like sauces or whatever? I don't know. Yeah, it is. Like, you can make things. Right, so the map is so dark. I really like the lighting though. Yeah, barley is cereal, so I guess you can make things out of it. Yeah, like stew. That's the word I'm looking for. Stews, absolutely, yeah. Snacks and protein bars and whatever. I guess, you know, they didn't have protein bars back then. You know, because it's only 1623. I wonder, I cannot remember for the life of me, when did we start? 22. I guess this would be a good indication. So the oldest, yeah, so now they're like everyone old. Our first, you know, all their parents basically have died. Yeah, but there's no one else being born. This family is just not producing because it's just buyers. So it's incest. it's rampant here. Which is unfortunate, but what can you do? I mean, it's just, this is the way it is in life. Okay, so things are being delivered. There are 2 workers here, it seems. There's no more woodcutters. And there's only 1 hunter. Okay. Mill has been almost finished. But we kind of need that quarry. I feel like you need to juggle between, and that's what the game is about. You know, between the different buildings, between whatever. But because of the family, yeah, I would have focused on the houses much sooner, I feel. Because, I mean, it's still doable. Look, we don't care about the incest anymore, but it kind of doesn't look good. I mean, we're just, you know, we only have 2 families now, which, you know, isn't really, they're all just one family now. And looking at intelligence, so I mean, they're all children, don't get me wrong, but looking at, yeah, so 60, yeah, they're not bad, I guess. They're not bad, and they're definitely not hungry or whatever, so that's all good. So Isaac, yeah, so Morris is the 33-year-old single guy, but ideally we would want them, right? So, but it's not gonna happen. So until, where is she? Yeah, so until those 2 girls get of age, you know, Morris will have his partner first, and then one of the Winslows will have it. Which is fine. We'll be able to preserve it, but ideally we would want to have more. Right, so we cannot trade anything more. I mean, leather perhaps for some of the resources. So if we go with leather, we run out of wood. So let's go with 20 leather, and perhaps we get some wood. Yeah, we'll go for 20. Yeah. Okay, so that's good. I mean, the planks, can the planks be stopped? Let's just look at this again. No, they cannot be. I mean, they can be, because we've a lot. And this needs just wood and stone. So what we're gonna do is to remove this person. And... actually, no, we can't remove her. Oh no, we can. What am I saying? Woodcutter. There you go. So it should be a woodcutter. I guess we would want to have a guy to do that. He's a hunter. There's no one in the fishery. The farm is closed. I mean, this isn't working. I mean, it's May and it tells us it's winter. So unless it has some dependencies when it comes to the temperature, which I do not like. Priorities set to max. Oh, I see. Okay, so the wording changes. The only thing is that there is not a way to revert this, I think. Yeah, like this is it. Even if I right click, or I can click whatever I want and doesn't do anything. Okay, the buyers are just spreading. Yeah, every house is full. So we 15 people. But what will need to happen, we probably need another house for the other buyers just to move in. But we now have the population all-time high, but we've just 15 children, so that's quite a number. The graveyard is ready for more. That's why I haven't closed it up, because there's not a way to delete it. But that's a nice addition that you can kind of do in your little town. So people can go and grieve. I guess it would be cool next to the church, would have made sense, but look, yeah, I don't really like the way the church looks. Kind of looks, and then I don't know why the deer is outside the church. Makes no sense. But this will be completed quite soon. There's a lot of people now. Because we've quite a few kids to do their jobs. 2 more, and that's what he's bringing, and then it's built. There you go. Okay, so the quarry. Now, what we will need... Okay, so the child now is 10, so children can work there. Can they work in quarries? What we can do... We definitely need them for 10 hours. If that's what's going on. Yes, there are no children available. So what we're gonna do is get this guy to work in a quarry. Where is he? Morris. Oh yeah, Morris Winslow. So he's our guy, right? He's is he strong? Yeah, he's very strong. So he's just the man for the job. Because we'll need the whatever, right? The stone. And yeah. So that's pretty good. It's already... So he's pretty good at this. I mean, he's already 20 of them. Yeah, things are being delivered here because they're needed. Now, talk to me about the system bringing it from A to B, from B to C. I don't like that. You know, why can't they just stone to where the stone is needed and whatever is left over to the warehouse? You know, that kind of a system. But look, it's fine. It is what it is. So he's finished for the day. There's obviously 20. He won't be able to do anything about it because there is no one here. You know, by the time, yeah, maybe by the time he'll start, he'll have some space, but he cannot work because this is full. So in that regard, that system is kind of shaky. Anyways, there's stuff being delivered here and there. The inn is working. That's the... I actually forgot about it completely, but that's very important. Because that's where people get the food. Potatoes are kind of not delivered, it seems. Corn we're doing okay with. We actually have too much of it seems. Tobacco. Yeah, I don't know. There's nothing, you know, that seems to be a feature of, if that makes sense, you know, of something that will happen in the future. Anyway, we just want to monitor the child. So age-wise, female, 11, 12. Okay, so Donna is kind of getting there. I don't know how often this changes. So now it's 1 o'clock. Let's just see. I mean, what else would be doing if not looking at someone's age? Okay, so let's just see. So that's an hour. That's 2 hours. But I mean, she was 7, wasn't she? Or 9? So she might have aged... Yeah. She might have aged like 3 years within a day. So it's like... whatever, right? Am I wrong? I think that's what I saw. It's been now 4 hours and she hasn't aged. Yeah, 5 hours. Okay, so oh yeah, there she is, I think. Or maybe no, sorry, I moved something by mistake on the keyboard. Okay, so she's still 12 after 6 hours. She's very little energy. Well, not a little, it's 98. But the energy is decreasing. She's working, obviously. Okay, so that's 7 hours. Still hasn't increased. Anyway, that's fine. Look, we'll be looking at it for the day. Okay, so we've a child now working on the farm. I mean, you know, worst case scenarios, you can really do this with children. I mean, you know, you can keep going as children, I feel, because they're working away. There's no one in the sawmill, but that's fine. Okay, so the mill has completed. There is no one available to work, unfortunately. We don't really have wheat. It hasn't been grown yet. Do I like it? I would have preferred if it was taller. They were definitely taller, and I don't know if anyone saw the mill from back then. You know, this is literally 17th century, so, you know, 400 years ago. The mills back then were able to be moved around, right? So there was the system whereby they were on this kind of a rotating thing, and then depending on the wind, the farmer or the miller was able to move it basically towards the wind, right? Because I mean, this is stationary. There's absolutely not a way to move it. So the way it was is that they were able to move either the entire mill, depending on the way it was built, or just the head of the mill, which is the top of the mill where the actual the fan the fan, I don't know, but you know what I mean, the spinning thing was attached to, right? So because otherwise this makes no sense, because if it's stationary like this, you know, it just wouldn't work. Anyway, so that's what it is, just a lesson in the history. That's my knowledge about the mills, and I guess I found out about it because the first time I saw a mill like that, we went to this kind of a heritage village, which is like from, you know, like 1,000 years old or whatever, and we were able to see the different houses and like the straw houses, and you know, people kept like their animals inside and whatever, and you know, clay floor and all of that and whatever, and kind of everything happened in the house. And so that's why, let's say, gourd, you know, the way I was saying that, you know, let's say that there is no ability to build houses, but you can build workshops, because you know, people had workshops in their houses. That's where they slept, and that's where they cooked. That's where, you know, the family life was and whatever. So yeah, not very this mill is not my favorite. Definitely I would like it to be much taller. Anyway, so that's it. We're in July, guys. I'm rambling away. We've 25 people still. Let's just take a look at this thing. So yeah, so now she's 14. Yeah, so I think it is like a 3 within a day. So another day should be good to go. And let's just see. Okay, so this guy's 38. Yeah, weren't we saying that once he reaches 41? Yeah, I think so. So another day. Another day, another dollar. Yeah, she's 14, she's 13, she's 12, and 5. So then the Winslow brothers, and because they're all men, you know, the name gets to be kept. So that's, at least that's the only thing, I guess, because otherwise we're all inbred here, unfortunately. And then I guess in preparation we could build a house for it, because I think a house kind of takes a day anyway, you know, to be built, from what I've noticed. Yeah, I guess we don't have to go too crazy with the road thing. Whatever happened here, they're always kind of wonky, but that's okay. It's just the house, I guess, is kind of a bit off, and that's what's causing it. So yeah, the farm is kind of working. I don't know if this is just, yeah, I think it is. It's just not very yeah. So you can see there's one person in the cellar here in the night, and which is hired, I think, for that purpose. Yeah, the stuff is being delivered much faster because we've so many kids. And yeah, so that's fine. There's no really building progress, right? It's just delivering material, and then the moment it's delivered, it's built. But anyway, so we've 2 vacant houses, and I think that's how it should have been from the beginning. I always remembered in the Banished, you know, you kind of wanted to keep a house or 2 vacant. Otherwise, you know, and if you weren't, basically, you know, the population stagnated and they were just dying off. At the same time, if you were growing, you know, things like food and whatever became scarcer. Anyway, so that's that. Things can empty to a degree, I guess. Leather, yeah, leather. Leather we can sell, so let's go ahead and trade. So we want to keep an eye on that. So I think let's do this. Let's go to, like, we can sell, because we don't need it even. There's nothing for the leather, so let's just sell 40 of it. Yeah, so we're almost back to balance. And then we are down to 20 with 27 really, right? They just need to kind of go back and forth and empty stuff. The water, where's the water? The water is kept in the cellar. I just don't understand why the water is kept in the cellar. I mean, maybe houses are using it? I also would wish to see, but yeah, there doesn't seem to be a system basically where you can, it's just the inn, isn't it? For like food. So there is one worker in the night kind of supplying things, which doesn't seem to be a lot when you think of it. So like we're lacking potatoes and we have 140 of them. We're lacking, well, we're not really lacking, I guess. He's common with it anyway. That limit I'm not really fond of, you know, but that's fine. I mean, you would just need to build another inn, I guess. Okay, so we should be approaching time where our girl is ready. Hopefully. She's 15. She's not ready. She needs to get to 16 or 17, I think, is it? Yeah, I think it's 17. Arthur here is very strong, you can see, 95. There's more men here. He's 40 now. Yeah, Arthur has joined, 17. Yeah, so they join at 17 years of age. I really wish there was, this guy wouldn't have, like, I really wish there was a way to stop them. You know, like, from being able to partner. But that's not the case. Okay, so these guys are reaching now their 40, so I think they're no longer able to have kids. Maybe women, yes. Oh, I see, because we have been switching her back and forth. She becomes... but that's a bit of a shame, isn't it? I mean... You know? But I guess they don't forget the experience at the same time. So I guess that's good. Okay, so there is a child now working on it. Okay, well look, we don't judge. You know, whatever happens. So the good thing is that, yeah, so the stone has kind of settled, so that's pretty good. There is no more wood needed, well, not needed, but there's no more wood possible. Stone, yes. Planks also no. So that's fine. So we could almost release this person then. Haven't thought of that. One thing I have noticed, I don't believe the trees are growing back. They seem to be just, you know, vanishing. You know, we haven't really that expanded that much to know. You would assume that the trees would be growing, but look, it doesn't seem to be the case. Come on, girls, two of you just get going. I wonder what she's doing though. She works at the warehouse, right? Oh yeah, there she is. She's 17 now. She's ready to rock. And then this girl, yeah, this girl's soon as well. So we better watch her. Oh no, not her. Her. Okay, so the age of maturity in this game is 17 years of age. I don't know what she's saying. My neighbors don't let me sleep with God as my whatever. Okay, she's free time. You better go find your husband. 'Cause I don't know what's going on here. She's regaining her energy. She's happier a bit. Her health is going down. Oh no, it's not. She's quite intelligent as well. So they're not all bad. And there's another woman now, Elma. So Elma is also ready. You would think that things would happen at the inn. I guess she hadn't had time to visit. You know, people. There's more children getting born. I don't know where. I guess maybe here. Yeah, because she's 37, so I guess she's able. So is she. Maybe even her. Okay. Still. Oh yeah, there you go, Morris. Perfect. At least someone else. So you get going. The night is young. And then just Elma. So Elma is... So I wonder whether, let's say, because did you see that? It skipped her brother, I guess, or cousin. Which I guess it's you know, the right way to be. So it skipped him and then it went for the next guy available, which was Winslow. So now she's Winslow as well, right? Because, you know, obviously. And he's 38, he's 39. So let's just see what happens here. I mean, it'll be interesting to tell. And then the next female, Elma. Next female is 16. Okay, so only 2 years for Diggory, I guess. Yeah, it went for, okay, so only, so this is not bad, okay? So only if it's within the same, you know, only if they have no choice, they'll go for it. Otherwise, they'll just go for the next family. But look, they, like, these people have like 8 children, and yeah, so he's quite busy. They were busy at that. So then Didgery will be the next guy, which shouldn't be too long. Another year, I think. Yeah, another year for Lily. And then Isabella. And then Isabella will probably get Morris, which probably is her uncle. But look, what can we do? We can't complain about that. Oh, there's a lot of females after being born. Perfect. Winslow as well. Okay, so we up to 32 people now. Perfect. Aha. So that's good. Has she children? She hadn't, but that's, you know, about to change. So what we're gonna do is to build another house, because another Winslow will need to move in. Now we want a bit of a space here for this. Alright. So like this and this. Need to press escape. Perhaps, yeah, I mean church would have made sense here, wouldn't it? But look, it is what it is. So what we're gonna do is warehouse, expedition building. I guess we could, or something. I don't know. We could pretend that it's something. Yeah. But for the moment, let's go ahead with another house, which we'll build this way. Perfect. And that's for another Winslow. Which, she ready? Oh, there are actually two women already. Isabella and Lily. So whoever gets it will have the house. It's a Winslow family. These guys haven't been too busy yet. Perfect. And we're back to September. Yeah, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. This was yet another episode of Colonize. I think we can finish this here. I mean, there are really a couple of other buildings we haven't built. To be quite honest, that's really it. There's not much else. I'm not really very keen to find out how pigs are being reared and things like that. I think we've done a bit of damage here with the incest and inbreeding, but that made it more interesting and more funny, I guess, to that extent. Yeah, and the trading works the way it works. Doesn't look very well, but it is what it is. Yeah, I think this is as much as we can do with the expeditions, whatever. I'm not really very keen on that. Maybe if the game expands at some point, when the early access will be available, that's something that we'll do. But for the moment, guys, we can leave it here. Thank you very much for tuning in. And for bearing with me in kind of a longer absence. There was a lot going on, sickness and things like that I've mentioned before, so thank you for sticking with me. Yeah, guys, we'll be back again. For the moment, you guys take care of yourselves. I hope I'll see you again quite soon, and in the meantime, stay hooked.